Sounds like back in the day, a lot of fans would try to fight wrestlers when they saw them at the bar. Did it happen to you often, and how did you handle it?
Yeah, it did happen. And you learn pretty quick. You just don't go into some bars. You know, your neighborhood bar is not a place you want to go into because the same guys go there every night. It's their bar, and they don't like you walking out of there with one of their women either. I
Oh
will
man.
say that. That's usually what happens. Is some woman will, oh my gosh, he's on television all the time. Oh my gosh, he's a star. Oh, he's oh, he, next thing you know, the guy's, "Oh, he ain't shit. I'll show you." Yeah, now you got to thump somebody. So, uh, to be honest with you, man, it didn't happen to me that often. Uh, Simply because I went into the right places.
Okay.
Uh, when I say right places, what I'm talking about is going into a place that has a lot of security.
I see.
Your neighborhood bar does not have any security. You know, TGY Fridays does not have security, but the landing strip does.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to say it. I was like, I know a place that has a lot of security.
Yeah, and
Well, and
believe it or not, and my wife doesn't believe it. That was one of the bigger reasons that we picked those places is because we knew there was security. We could go in there and drink and not have a bunch of people fucking with us. Because if you got somebody messing with you in a titty bar, then you know you got a real problem.
I believe it. And like it sounds silly, and I know a lot of fans are probably gonna call bullshit too, but realistically, it's like, I mean, look, you guys are grown men. I'm sure you've seen many boobs in your day.
Yeah,
So it's like you've seen it all. I think that, at this point you're probably just looking for a quiet place to have a drink.
exactly. Place to drink and to have some decent music, and that's it.
And if you see some boobs along the way, then that's fantastic.
It happens.
Now, I also think that a lot of fans are going to hear this and go like, "Oh, well, these wrestlers are tough guys," and I'm sure a lot of wrestlers would say like, "Oh, no, I'd kick the shit out of anybody who fuck with me." But also realistically, it's like that's a good way to get sued, and then like
Exactly. See,
it's
that's
also a
the
good,
problem.
yeah.
You hit somebody. Now you're going to have to come back to town to go to court.
Hmm.
So that means you got to pay for your airfare, for your hotel, and for your lawyer. You're 5,000 down before you ever start. So do you really want to slap this guy?
Fuck no.
Well, I had one. There was an instance one time where I slapped a guy, and the next thing I know, man, I'm sitting in fucking jail, and I may not get out. And wound up costing me close to $200,000
Holy shit for slapping a dude.
for slapping him. Sure as hell did. And the son of a bitch sent me a thank you note.
Oh my god. Wait a
Thanks
minute.
for the cash, dude.
This was the dude that he was like a buddy of yours almost, right? And you were riding with
No,
him. This
he
was a
was
different
riding
thing.
with me. Yeah, I gave him a ride.
Okay.
Yeah, in Florida.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, yeah,
And I remember that I think it was like Tully Blanchard was one of like your
yeah,
character witnesses or something.
yeah.
And yeah, it was, man, what a complete fucking mess. And here's the other part of it that I think is kind of an underrated way to look at it is that, like, let's say that you win the fight, you could hurt your hands punching a dude.
You can
Like,
get hurt. You can get stabbed
yep.
real easy. And it's just it's a no win situation. It's a no win situation.
Yeah, that tough guy bullshit is for the birds, man. It's way
Yeah.
easier to just be like, "Hey, whatever, bro. I'll leave you alone," and just
You
leave the
know, I
bar.
I used to warn the nasty boys. Some of the shit you guys are doing, man. You're asking for somebody to cut you.
Yep.
And they rah, 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 rah. What happened? He got cut.
Well, based on what I've heard, Brian Knobs is a guy that probably,
Yeah, he was the one that
instigated an
got
awful lot.
cut.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay. I knew it was him as soon as you said it. I was like, he
yeah.
seems like an instigator.